Today's gospel takes us into Jesus' active ministry with the story of the healing of a leper from the Gospel of Mark. In this story, we see a leper approach Jesus, asking to be healed, and in response, Jesus, moved with pity, stretches out his hand, touches the man, and says to him, "I do will it, be made clean." And with that, the leprosy was gone. The man went and told everyone what Jesus had done for him. After this, it was impossible for Jesus to enter a town openly, so he had to remain on the outskirts because people were coming to him from all over for help. As we enter this story, we could place ourselves in the role of the leper as one who seeks healing and restoration, or in the role of Jesus as one who seeks to help and serve others. Depending on where we are in our lives, both spiritually and physically, we can relate to one or the other or both. This story challenges us to open our hearts and explore where we may need healing and where we can serve others in need in our own communities. The beauty of today's gospel story and the first reading from the book of Hebrews is that Jesus has invited each of us into a personal relationship with him. Hebrews reminds us of this, where it reads, "We have become partners of Christ if only we hold the beginning of the reality firm until the end." Christ has modeled for us what a loving relationship looks like, not only with him, but with our brothers and sisters as well. The Holy Spirit lives in each of us and guides us throughout our lives as Catholics. Today's gospel challenges us to live out the corporal and spiritual works of mercy more intentionally in our daily lives. We are called to reflect on how we approach our relationships with others, especially those who are on the outskirts of society, like the lepers were in the time of Jesus. Am I spending time in daily prayer with the Lord to hear his voice in my life? In what ways can my family grow in service to one another? Am I spending time serving people in need? Have I ventured outside my comfort zone to bring Christ to others? We can reflect on these questions and many others to discern how Christ is calling us to respond to him today. Each of us at one time or another has been in a place of need. Let us humbly remember both our own humanity and the goodness of God as we continue to live as Christ in the world. If today you hear his voice, harden not your hearts. May God bless you and your families.